What's up, YouTube family? Welcome to the late night tea Beyond the Veil Terror 777. I'm your girl, Lady Katrina, back again to bring you another tapped in message. So, this Three of Cups right here is very significant. This Three of Cups is representing friendship, and then right behind that, we have this Devil card. Okay, we have the Devil, and then the Devil representing boundaries. So, these friends, they were devils to you, and they crossed a lot of boundaries with you when it came to your stability, your finances. Um, Eight of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. They were concerned about what you had coming in, um, you receiving some type of gift. It's like it's crazy that you really had to fight for what was already yours because these friends was hating so hard. It's crazy. Like Eight of Wands, like you could have received some communication, or this Emperor received some type of communication, and they want your forgiveness about the boundaries that these friends cross. Okay, Five of Pentacles, emotionally withdrawn. That could be you, that could be them. You know, difficult choices. They can't believe like how far these friends went just because they were hating on, how things were looking up for you. So now either them or this person, they're self-reflecting. They're in this hermit energy. Wisdom. They acquired a lot of wisdom. They found out a lot of information about these hating ass friends. Like, I'm serious. King of Swords. No, Knight of Swords. And how they had this person just doing shit just to do shit. Queen of Swords. Like somebody, they found out like somebody just wanted you to feel like you had no type of power in your own life when it came to them, like being there. They had power over you. You can't do nothing. So, Nine of Pentacles, gratitude in the world. Like, you have every reason to be thankful. The world, that something is ending so something new can begin. This betrayal, the Seven of Swords. This betrayal from these fake ass friends is ending. That's what's ending. Okay, and it's like somebody is finding out just how hard they was hating. They're like, yo, stop playing. Ace of Pentacles, luck is on your side. Okay, some type of new beginning. King of Swords and the Six of Cups. This King of Swords is reliving moments of the past, and they thinking about how strong you had to be. Strength card, courage, how much courage it took. Five of Wands for you to go through what you've been through. Okay, all because you had a group of people just hating. Ace of Swords, that's the painful clarity. That's what makes it so bad. They only did all this shit to you, family, because they was hating on you. Okay, and with this Temperance out here, somebody wants to make peace with you. Four of Cups, awareness. There's more than one that's aware of how hard they were hating on you. Seriously, that's what this reading is about. This reading is about how hard some friends was hating on you because you doing good in life. And the fact that you cut them off. Restriction. Yeah, there's some people that, you cut out of your life. So they looking at you. They sitting in the background looking at you doing good. And they like, oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see how long you're going to do good. So this is why they were so focused on damaging your finances. And it's like, it's just that they went to the absolute extremes. And now Ace of Cups, there's a lot of emotion. Seven of Wands, there's a lot of defense. Oh, they're making excuses. They giving reasons. They're trying to find a way out of what they did. But Four of Swords, somebody's in bad health, and this is a tower moment. Somebody's foundation is falling because they're being caught up in all of this. These friends, they didn't have to do what they did, but they wanted to ruin things for you. Nine of Swords, they're in mental conflict. They were in mental conflict about your happy occasions. Especially the fact that, they're not going to be a part of them. You cut these people out of your life, and most likely this is every reason, innocence. You know, these are the type of people that would do things to you even if you didn't deserve it. You know, just because you're being rewarded for what you're accomplishing in your life, you know, they wanna punish you for that. And now we got in this Five of Cups energy, they're trying to have hope. You know, they're hoping that, you know, you come around because there's things that they did to you that they really didn't have to do. Impulsiveness, they did things without thinking, without reconsidering. Ten of Swords, and now they're responsible for so much, so many things that happened that didn't have to happen. You understand? If it wasn't for them being happiness haters, Two of Wands, unity, Two of Pentacles, ambition. It's like now, you know, it's like there's somebody in the background sitting back watching you, and they like want to team up with you because they see how hard you actually are fighting for it. It's crazy how hard you're fighting for something that's already yours. You know, and I'm telling you, it's just because they can't be a part of it. Okay, charity and generosity. Like these friends tried to play you, they tried to walk all over you in the past, and it's like you cut them off. Success, yeah, you said I'm chasing what I'm after. You know, I'm chasing my dreams, and you did just that. And when they saw it working for you, they was like, oh yeah, let's see how long this works. We're gonna ruin all of this shit for you. Whatever they did, I'm telling you, they putting themselves behind bars. We got the Lovers, could be spiritual jail or physical jail. They call it a tragic ending. hmm The Magician, the creativity. There was a death. There was a painful ending that somebody experienced because they was hating that hard. Okay? The Magician, something that someone was trying to create for you. Like tragic endings in your life, these friends. I'm telling you, they was going hard. I'm telling the energy, they were working so hard. Three of Pentacles. I'm telling you, it's like three main friends that got caught. King of Cups. This older water masculine is understanding like why these friends were doing this. Nine of Wands, determination, and why they were going so hard. The Wheel of Fortune, because there was some type of abundance that was fated for you. I'm telling you, they was just jealous. They was just hating so hard. Ten of Pentacles, contentment. Page of Pentacles, new experiences. Yep. Yep. And they weren't going to be a part of that. Death to the rebirth. You could have cut these people off because they really physically tried to end you. Physically or spiritually. Think of how it resonated. You know, but you caught on with that these were people that were not good for you. Queen of Wands. You know, this Queen of Wands, she was so driven. You know, the sun. I'm telling you, she was after your son. And if you couldn't have it, if she couldn't have it, you weren't going to have it. And when I mean son, I mean happiness. They wanted what was yours. And since they couldn't have it, they tried to ruin that shit for you. By any means necessary. Boundaries. The boundaries that they overstepped is out of this world. Okay, the Hangman, Limbo, now they caught up, they stuck. Seven of Cups. The choices they made for the Seven of Cups. The Chariot, movement, and the Hierophant. This is God's judgment. Like Two of Cups, they should have never teamed up to do this against you. You know, instead of congratulating you, they decided to hate on you. You know, then they pulled a community of people into their mess. Queen of Wands energy is strong. Okay, the secret is coming out. Her foundation is falling apart. She could be in bad health herself. Seven of Wands, she could also be on defense. She's in her emotions and her feelings that you cut her off. I'm telling you, these friends were doing this to you because you cut, simply because you don't deal with them anymore. You don't deal with them anymore and you're doing good in life. And they feel like they got to do something about that. And everybody knows. Four of Cups, awareness. Ace of Swords, painful clarity. Everybody is aware of why they did all of this. And they could have, like, a big fight broke out. You know, finding out, like, yo, this is crazy. These friends were some hating ass friends. You know, these were some hating ass friends. I mean, cutting these people off was not the wrong thing to do. Grieving, there's grieving, transformation, healing, grieving. There's grieving and healing showing up here. Somebody has a Ten of Swords ending. That could be what this grieving is. Clarity, that's what they're grieving. What stands behind all of this? They were jealous. They were hating. That's all. That's why they did all of this to the collective. They weren't a part of reconciliation. Maybe they wanted a reconciliation and they knew that there wasn't going to be one. So they said, hey, we might as well act up. We might as well act as bad as we possibly can. Whatever that means. Even if it's causing a Ten of Swords. And now we have forgiveness and new beginnings. We got confidence, finding, good luck, passion. It's like fertility, giving birth to something new, passionate, justice. Somebody's passionate about justice being served after receiving this clarity of why something took place in the first place. We got home and willpower. Somebody's being strong behind closed doors, boundaries. They went too far. They went too far. Inspiration, boundaries. It's like you could be using these boundaries as an inspiration to let it grow you, to let it build you. Reconciliation and forgiveness. It's bringing people back into your life. They're asking for forgiveness. We got somebody traveling from a distance. Transformation. Like people want to change things now, knowing that they were pulled in to really just help some haters hate. That's really what this is. It's like they did all of this. They pulled all of these outside people, sources in, I'm hearing, to help hate. We got healing and trust. Trust that you'll heal. You'll find peace. Okay, healing is taking place. Trust that peace will come. There's clarity, courage, friendships, family. There's real people in your life that support you, that want to see you begin again. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's like this is how hard these friends were hating. Home and forgiveness. Like they actually did something that they shouldn't have done this. Answers. Compassion. God is giving the answers to allow compassion to take over. Fertility, giving birth to something new. Freedom. Somebody's going to jail so there can be peace from something that happened. I'm hearing he took it way too far. So this is a masculine energy. Closure, spirit guides. God is bringing closure to whatever this is. Like these friends took it to a spiritual note. You understand? It's like now God is like, let me show up and fix this because they really messed this up. Grieving. They really messed this up. Grieving and travel. They like, we have blessings. Blessings in your career. Your inner beauty. It really shines. People are sorry for what happened. Financial health, all because of, I'm telling you, what you were obtaining in your life. Okay? Lighten your load. It's like you were carrying the weight of the world. And it's all because these friends was trying to burden you and stress you out because willpower and life purpose. This is why you are so successful at what it is you do. And it's like they couldn't take that shit. They couldn't take it. A moment's regret, law is not justice. Look, now they want to take the shit back. It's like, no, you went too far. nonsense. It's time to talk sense. Wake up. This is your moment. Whoever you are, it's like this is your time to shine. You know, some people just don't understand. Like we all have our seasons. Okay, we got believe. It's like they can't believe what these friends were doing to you. They were doing rituals and shit. Yeah, they were. Animal sacrifices. Like, come on now. I wonder what will happen next. Trying to sacrifice you. Doing things for payment. Change in the night. You can't believe something. All because somebody felt like they wanted to be better than you. And somebody is regretting. Somebody is trying to find the strength to face everything that they did when they were being childish. You know, they just being a happiness hater. We got investigate. Such a curious dream. Look, they're in trouble. This is why they want to take it all back now. They took something too far and they ended up caught up. And it's coming out like why they did all that they were doing. And they were jealous, becoming braver. And it's like, yo, it's like you were doing rituals on this person because you was hating. You were trying to destroy their happiness. Like, yo, what? All must have a prize. Hey, we all out here to win. It's like, but that's not how you do it. You know, this is not how you go about winning. Nature's communication, yeah, whatever communication, spiritual communication they're receiving, they regret what they did. But somebody didn't care anymore. They felt like, you know, shit, I gotta win too. You winning, I gotta win too, and like that's not the right way of seeing it. They were being childish. And they did something in the past that now they looking at it like, damn, I wish I would have did better. And they can't change whatever this is. They can't undo it. It's been done. It's set in stone. You know, all they can do is face it, answer to it. Who in the world are you? Now they lost in the sauce. People trying to figure out, like, what type of people are you? Yeah, why couldn't you just, you know, leave the collective alone? Why can't you just mind your business? Why you... But it's because they couldn't be a part of what was happening for you in your life. You understand? They weren't a part of your happiness. And somebody was doing things to you just because, you know, somebody was handing them money to do it. You know, no matter what it was, no matter how bad it was harmful to you, you know, something to ruin you, as long as they were getting paid for it, hey. And clock time, they did something because they felt like they were under pressure. They did something in a rush. Rules that are not fair. A moment's regret, impossible things, choices. Lead the way. Immortality, they cut someone's life short. Manager to be glad. It's always tea time. This is what you get for always plotting. You know, now all that plotting and scheming, you realize that you took something to, you know, a level that you can't change the results of. They want to go back in the past and do it all over again, but this is why you are not supposed to let anger, your emotions overtake you, because you can end up doing something that you regret later. And you want to take it back and you want to fix it and you can't. Now you got to live with it. And in order to be able to live with it, really you have to heal from it. That's the only way you can live with it. Because if you don't heal from it, it's going to eat you from the inside out. And that's on a spiritual note. That could be why all of this forgiveness is out there, because until they're able to make peace with it, they're not able to move forward from it. You understand? But that is the message. I hope it helped. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, y'all have a good one. Later. Hold on, before I end this message, I just saw something in these cards. Like illusions and strength. Like somebody lied to someone about your strength. Like someone was telling these people like what it would take to stop you, what it would take to ruin you, but they did all of this, okay, in trying to prove what they were trying to convince this group of friends of, and it didn't happen that way. It landed them in this freedom energy, physically or spiritually. Now they're fighting for their freedom, their peace. Some of them want forgiveness, some of them want to make peace. Yo, but that's the message. Now it's ending, y'all. You okay? Later. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.